Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Welcome. Thought that weekend would never end, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Just painstakingly long waiting for the work week to begin again. And here it is. Thank goodness.
You got your wish.
So welcome to it. Hope you had a great Halloween. We had a grand total of, because I counted very carefully, carrying the one, none. Zero.
Oh, really?
Zero trick-or-treaters.
Get out of here.
Not a single one in our cul-de-sac.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't that something?
That is weird.
Do you guys have a lot?
My neighborhood gets bombarded, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Which is why I use the empty bowl technique. And
Yeah.
That was a slow year.
Smart.
Slow year on our
Was
end
it?
of the neighborhood.
Okay.
I don't know.
My daughter's neighborhood, there was a guy who dressed up as Pennywise from
that's funny.
No.
and crawled into the sewer and was handing out candy in that
That's hilarious.
little strip. He was so great. Just so great. I guess he stayed there the whole night until he ran out of candy.
Now that's dedication.
That is fantastic.
That's awesome.
And I guess people just went, as you would expect, they went nuts for that.
That's a great gag there.
Some neighborhoods are awesome. So they had that. They had big parties going on with hot dogs and drinks that were free for the entire neighborhood. And
Yeah.
actually
we
had
always have that.
alcoholic beverages for the adults.
There's plenty of neighborhoods that have that. I also did see in my neighborhood, I drove in and there was a house a couple of blocks over that had no candy but prayers.
Really?
And I thought,
I mean, that's
my
nice.
empty bowl
You
is
shouldn't
better.
be laughing.
My empty bowl is better.
Have fun cleaning up your trees
Yeah, you are
filled
kidding.
with toilet paper in the morning.
I mean, that's nice of them.
No candy.
No candy,
but prayers.
So
they're handing out prayers.
Something for Jesus.
Oh, I
Yeah.
bet the kids love that.
man.
Trick or treating for
I
Jesus.
love that.
I bet they loved that.
Absolutely, they loved it.
That's a statement, though. That's a statement that they think Halloween is
It
evil.
is. And then there was, if you play Cut 45, just this Halloween outfit in California over the weekend was kind of awesome for their Halloween party parade in California, which I thought was really funny and actually pretty good.
Okay.
That's why I said
Joe's
Cut
having
45.
an issue there.
Okay, so never
got an
mind.
issue.
That's a
All
guy
right.
wearing a White House. And he had the half side with the
that's
the
funny.
crane smashed into it. You know,
That's
it's really
great.
funny.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
good.
It's really funny.
That's a
funny.
conversation starter.
Yes,
right
it
there.
is. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
I mean, it's not getting prayers, but
No. But, second best, I guess.
right.
Second best. Third, maybe if you include the Pennywise guy in
That's
the
awesome
sewer.
too. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome. That takes some guts there.
Was there a
Yeah.
balloon hanging out, a red balloon hanging out of the...
I don't know if he did that.
Ooh.
I don't know. It's pretty cool though. And I guess he keeps that area of the sewer because he does it every year. Keeps it really clean,
okay.
so he
So-
doesn't have to get into something filthy and
Right.
gross.
Oh, smart.
So yeah, pretty good, pretty cool.
It's my sewer. I pay for it with my tax money. I
Uh-huh.
could use it for Halloween.
Right, and he did,
And he did.
and he does. Also, over the weekend, BYU was off, but they moved up in the rankings to
Yes, they did.
number 8 now. So the basketball and football teams both ranked 8th in the country. Basketball team plays Villanova tonight.
Yeah, it's
Neutral
starting.
court.
Right, season's up and running.
Yeah, it's going now. It's on like Donkey,
Donkey
Kong.
Kong.
So you got college basketball, college football, NFL, MLB just ended over the weekend.
Yeah,
With the Dodgers pulling it out.
they did.
They were down 3-1, right?
Yes.
And then came back and won that thing.
Yes, they did.
That's hard to do. Good
Yep.
for them. Only were 2 of the games blowouts. I know there was the Blue Jays won one of the games 13-4. And then I think the Dodgers won
Like 5-1 or something.
Yeah.
That was with the MVP, right? The pitcher.
But the rest were all really close.
Saturday night was
incredible games.
One
right?
of the greatest.
It was awesome.
And
it's
extra
fun to watch.
innings
Fun to
again.
watch. Yeah, extra innings again.
I don't know how Stu. I don't know, man. He seemed to take it okay in a text
Did he?
that I sent him over the
Good.
weekend where I said, bro. Well, actually, I texted him and I said, hang in there because it was like going to extra innings,
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't respond until Sunday morning and he just said, ha ha, brutal. Go Eagles. So he's moved on apparently from the Blue Jays. There you go.
Okay. For those who don't know, Stu Burguiere is a big Blue Jays fan for some reason. Nobody knows. Nobody understands why, but he is. He's the only American Blue Jay fan in the country.
Weird.
So, yeah. I think he played Little League baseball, and the team was the Blue Jays. Mm-hmm. And so he just picked them.
There you go.
And the rest is history.
They've been cursed since '93.
Yeah.
That was tough, y'all.
That was their last win, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And last time in the series, I think.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. All right. So President Trump, I don't know why he did this, but maybe it was part of the settlement. Maybe he had to agree when they gave him the $16 million in the settlement that he comes on 60 Minutes or something and does an interview with him. I don't know, because I can't think of why you would grace CBS with an interview.
Yeah.
When they're hideous.
And it's completely unedited on 60 Minutes overtime. Yeah. And it's an hour and 15 minutes long, just straight through. Yeah.
Wow. And so we've got some of the clips from it. Here he is talking about China and Taiwan.
I know you have said that Xi Jinping wouldn't dare move militarily on Taiwan while you're in office. But what if he does? Would you order U.S. forces to defend Taiwan?
You'll find out if it happens. And he understands the answer to that.
Why not say
This
it?
never even came up yesterday as a subject. He never brought it up. People were a little surprised at that. He never brought it up because he understands it, and he understands it very well.
Do you mind if I ask, when you say he understands, why not communicate that publicly to the rest of us? What does he understand?
I don't want to give away. I can't give away my secrets. I don't want to be one of these guys that tells you exactly what's going to happen if something happens. The other side knows, but I'm not somebody that tells you everything because you're asking me a question, but they understand what's going to happen. And he has openly said, and his people have openly said at meetings, we would never do anything while President Trump is president because they know the consequences.
That's pretty clear.
Okay, think about
that
it.
That he would defend Taiwan militarily. Right? I mean, because if he does nothing, if he's saying we're not going to do anything,
they should just go in.
They should just go in. So obviously he's saying there would be military intervention.
Feels that way.
He sure does. I mean, he made that crystal clear in that, which I'm not terribly excited about. Wow.
I know.
And the speculation is they are going in 27. He will be president in 2027. So we'll see.
No, they're not.
They're not going to
do it.
Okay. Yeah. Because he knows the consequences of if we might do nothing.
I mean, we might be in Nigeria before long.
That's true.
or Venezuela.
Or Venezuela.
Or Venezuela.
Or Ukraine. Even.
President of peace.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, yeah. The outcry of the pastor at the mass grave in Nigeria was pretty moving.
Yes, it was.
And I don't know what to do about genocide. When genocide is happening, when Muslims are slaughtering Christians,
do we have a responsibility?
Do we sit back and just let it happen? On that one, I don't think so. I don't think so. So, I don't know. Maybe we will go into. He said we may be going in with guns ablazing.
Yeah, that was his truth post over the weekend. I don't know if we're going to have that on the screen here. I don't know.
He says if the Nigerian government continues to allow the killing of Christians, the USA will immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria and may very well go into that now disgraced country, guns ablazing, to completely wipe out the Islamic terrorists who are committing these horrible atrocities. I am hereby instructing our Department of War to prepare for possible action. If we attack, it will be fast, vicious, and sweet. Just like the terrorist thugs attack our cherished Christians. Warning, the Nigerian government better move fast.
Okay.
So, there it is. If they don't do something, we're going to. Yeah, we could be involved in a lot of different situations right now. But he also, on 60 Minutes, talked about ICE raids.
More recently, Americans have been watching videos of ICE tackling a young mother, tear gas being used in a Chicago residential neighborhood, and the smashing of car windows. Have some of these raids gone too far?
No, I think they haven't gone far enough because we've been held back by the judges, by the liberal judges that were put in by Biden and by Obama.
You're okay with those tactics?
Yeah, because you have to get the people out. You have to look at the people. Many of them are murderers. Many of them are people that were thrown out of their countries because they were, criminals.
Okay. So I think she was surprised by that answer. No, they haven't gone far enough. Oh.
Good. Next.
That was a surprise to her. And they discussed the shutdown, cut 3.
End the shutdown.
All we're doing is we keep voting. I mean, the Republicans are voting almost unanimously to end it, and the Democrats keep voting against ending it. They've never had this. This has happened like 18 times before. The Democrats always voted for an extension, always saying, give us an extension, we'll work it out. They've lost their way. They've become crazed lunatics. And all they have to do, Nora, is say, let's vote.
Senate Democrats say they will vote to reopen the government if Republicans agree to extend subsidies for over 20 million Americans who use Obamacare for their health insurance.
Obamacare is terrible. It's bad health care at far too high a price. We should fix that. We should fix it. And we can fix it with the Democrats. All they have to do is let the country open, and we'll fix it. They have to let the country open, and I'll sit down with the Democrats, and we'll fix it. But they have to let the country. And you know what they have to do? All they have to do is raise 5 hands. We don't need all of them.
Yeah. Then you had a little bit more on that.
Government shutdowns in the past when they came about, and you did it by bringing.
I'm very good at it,
you
but
brought members of Congress.
I'm not going to do it by extortion. I'm not going to do it by being extorted by the Democrats who have lost their way. There's something wrong with these people.
So then what happens on November 15th when the troops don't get a paycheck?
Schumer is a basket case, and he has nothing to lose. He's become, I just left Japan, he's become a kamikaze pilot.
Sounds like it's not going to get solved, the shutdown.
It's going to get solved, yeah. Oh, it's going to get solved.
How?
We'll get it solved. Eventually, they're going to have to vote.
The Republicans could solve it. Just do the nuclear option.
Yeah.
Just end it.
Do it.
End it. It's ridiculous that it's stretched on now. This is day 34, by the way. Day 34. Yeah. This has got to be the record now, right? Didn't we just pass it? 35 is the record? Okay.
And, the school of thought was, all right, they're going to appease the far-left base at the No Kings rally, so we'll get past that, and then they'll vote to reopen it.
Nope.
Now it's, we got to wait until the election day passes tomorrow, and then we'll open it. We'll see. That's what they say.
Wow. Wow. Well, remember this at the polls. It's the Democrats keeping this thing closed. So,
and Jeffy, you sent in a clip on this as well?
Oh, yeah. He was asked also that how they were saying that Zamboni, Mamdani, was the Democrats' version of Donald Trump. Cut 31.
Which goes a little something like...
No. Trump 60.
I'm
being asked which clip this is.
31. He said
Trump 31.
Yep. Yeah.
Trump on 60 minutes.
Cut 31.
Oh, okay. Something's wrong with the computer on some of these deeper cuts. Apparently.
All right. Good.
Down the list there.
Okay.
Apparently, we can't do deep cuts today.
Never mind. No deep cuts.
You just have to stay to the singles.
You have to stay till past 8 p.m.
I guess we can't play Misty Mountain Hop.
Oh, no.
When we get the let out.
Just Stairway to
later
Heaven.
on. Yeah, just Stairway to Heaven.
We'll
stick to that.
All right.
We'll stick to Stairway to Heaven and going to California. Okay?
No, he's got it now. Here we go. All right.
Maybe a little more than a feeling in there somewhere.
Here we go.
Not by Led Zeppelin.
Oh, no, but.
Yeah, but we'll.
Zohran Mamdani, 34-year-old Democratic socialist. He's the front
communist, not socialist, communist. He's far worse than a socialist.
Some people have compared him to a left-wing version of you, charismatic, breaking the old rules. What do you think about that?
Geez.
Well, I think I'm a much better looking person than him.
That was an insulting question, and he handled it really well.
Yes, thank you.
Can I point out that he referenced having just got back from China, from talking with China yesterday, which means he landed Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern, which means he did this long interview with 60 Minutes right after getting back to town.
The man doesn't sleep.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Which would have been
It's incredible.
Halloween.
No, that was Friday night. Yeah, so he landed Thursday night, remember? Or Thursday afternoon at 3 p.m.
Right.
If I'm not mistaken. Sat down, did this. Halloween's Friday night.
Incredible.
Oh, he
Right.
gave out the candy at the White House Thursday night.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He would have done the interview on Friday.
Halloween was Friday. Okay.
Wow.
It doesn't matter. The man doesn't sleep, period.
No, that's the point, is that he doesn't sleep for sure.
It's incredible. All right. You know, there are few investments that last forever. Stocks rise and fall. Homes lose value. Even gold can fade compared to what really endures. And that's the life of another human being. A recent Danish study revealed something heartbreaking. Women who experience abortion are dramatically more likely to need psychiatric care in the months that follow. That isn't health care, that's heartbreak. But inside a preborn clinic, a very different story begins. A woman in crisis is welcomed, not judged. She's given comfort, not pressure. And when she sees her baby for the first time on an ultrasound, that flicker of life becomes something more than a medical image. It becomes hope. Preborn stays with her for the journey ahead with counseling, clothing, baby supplies, and encouragement that lasts up to 2 years. They care for both lives, the one who's just beginning and the one learning how to begin again. Because in the end, the greatest achievement is made with compassion, and it changes 2 lives at once. So, if you can help, providing an ultrasound for a woman in crisis like this is just $28. It'd be great if you could do that. Maybe you could do $28 a month. They've got all kinds of different payment plans. Just dial pound 250, say the keyword baby. That's pound 250, keyword baby, or visit preborn.com/Pat. All gifts, of course, are tax deductible, and Preborn is a 5-star rated charity.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Did you see that Kamala has admitted now? I guess in the book, somebody just finally got to that chapter. I guess this is the book that's been out for weeks. She admitted she was really pissed at Joe Biden. And we all suspected that, and we talked about it. But the fakery in front of the cameras was completely different than what was going on behind the scenes. She told podcast host Stephen Bartlett from the podcast Diary of a CEO, which I never miss. I never miss it. I download it every day. I got the alarms set for when the new episode drops. Anyway, she said Biden called her right before the debate with Trump, and instead of giving her encouragement and the advice she wanted and expected, he made it clear he was thinking only of himself. And it really, really hacked her off. She said, I'm in the hotel room with Doug, with my husband. Oh, okay, that Doug. Because I think most of us just assumed she was in the hotel room with, the Doug from the Emu Liberty Mutual commercials. Emu, and Doug. I thought it was that Doug, but no, it was her husband, Doug. So I'm glad she clarified that. Anyway, she says, and the president calls, and I was told he wanted to call me so that I'd be ready. And I was so sure it was to buck me up and go get him. He did that for the first beat, and then he went on to talk about a group of people in Pennsylvania who were saying bad things about me because they heard I was saying bad things about him. And when I hung up the phone, it was unbelievable. And I was, yes, I was angry and deeply disappointed. So now the truth comes out. Now the division is apparent.
Wait,
that we knew it was there.
Wait, did she ever address, was she talking bad about Joe Biden in Pennsylvania?
I don't.
That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I do
What's
too.
she saying there?
I think she just assumes everybody knows. And really, up until that debate with Trump, I don't think she had said anything negative about him. Had she?
Not that I'm aware of.
Not that I remember.
Certainly not publicly.
No, because she has admitted that one of the biggest, I don't know if she said it was a mistake or turning points of the election was when she was on The View and couldn't think of anything she would do differently than Joe Biden.
Right, just so she wouldn't insult him.
Exactly. She went out of her way to avoid criticizing him.
And that probably cost her.
Which was a mistake.
Yeah.
Big mistake.
Also,
Big mistake.
avoiding Rogan as long as she did was also a mistake.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
To the point where that just evaporated.
Right. So,
Well, Rogan was scared of her. So
Is that
Just
what-
like he's
is that
that's
their
what
claim?
it was. That's what it was.
Not
Yeah.
sure he was.
He's scared of Newsom now, too, right?
Right. Sure is. There's a guy.
But I wouldn't go on Rogan anyway now if he asked me.
don't forget
Shut
about
up,
it.
Gavin. Oh, we got a clip of
I'm
that
gonna
guy.
I'm so sick of seeing him.
Oh,
he,
my
he
gosh, me
literally
too.
is everywhere now.
You
Yeah,
probably
he is.
don't want clip 10 then.
I probably even sent in a couple of clips too because he's everywhere and he's agonizing.
Yeah.
And he really, he's truly just
Yes.
agonizing.
Yeah, he contradicted himself in the same
good.
interview, which isn't shocking at all, but it's pretty fun.
Cut 10.
Nothing I dislike more than the politician that sits there and lies to you. And we all just sit there rolling our eyes.
really?
Give me a break.
This guy.
Did you legitimately believe that he was capable of serving as president until January of 2029?
Yeah, I think my focus was frankly situational. It was
a
making sure
liar.
Donald Trump didn't get back
Then he
into
lied.
office
Yeah.
to experience everything that we're
Exactly.
experiencing today. And there was no interaction I had that suggested otherwise.
What do you say to Americans who feel misled by you and other top
I misled in what
Democrats
respect? He decided to step
about the
down.
mental acuity of President Biden, that they wish you'd sounded the alarm sooner to give way for
I never
an
experienced.
open
Look,
convention?
I'm not going to substitute myself for someone else or for
Wait, no one said
popular opinion. I'm going to express my relationship to my truth with the President of the United States,
Jeez, I hate
including at the end of his term, quite literally, in December, which was a masterclass of foreign policy and domestic policy, which I will never forget.
Was it?
As we walk through not just
Was
the
it?
election, but we're walking through the world we're living in.
What a liar.
There was nothing to suggest what you just said.
Get
or
out of here.
Or others have suggested in terms of my interaction. That's all I can be accountable for.
Yeah. Okay. I guess we were the only ones who saw it.
Yeah.
Before that time.
Well, he can only
we're the
speak to
only
his
ones.
truth.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And he
Right.
hates it when politicians lie.
Lie. Yeah.
But boy, in December of
But-
2024, that was a master class in foreign policy by Joe Biden.
I love that phrase so much. I can only speak to my truth. My truth. So you've got your own truth, right? And then I can have my own truth, and then you can have your own truth.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then everybody's got separate truths, and somewhere along the way, it's not truth
Right.
anymore. Okay? There's truth and there's falsehoods. That's it. There's not mine or yours. There's just the truth. And the truth was, everybody knew Joe Biden was compromised mentally. Everybody knew it, including this
Look,
buffoon.
I'm not gonna, that's popular opinion.
Uh-huh.
That,
Yeah.
I never experienced that.
You
What
never
I experienced, Pat, was a master class.
Oh, okay.
A master
class
in foreign relations.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he was sharper. That was the best Biden, like Joe Scarborough.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
The best version of
That was
Biden.
the
version
best
of Biden.
version of Biden
Yes.
ever.
You know what? Hold on. We have to give Joe Scarborough his props.
We do.
Yeah. Clip 12. You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Where he defended
yeah.
Donald Trump on Friday when it came to the Epstein files. It was
Yes.
very good.
It was awesome.
All right. Yeah. 13.
To freedom with Trump. If you are one of the people
That's a
like him
congressman.
who took advantage of young girls with Jeffrey Epstein, then we're going to sort of make that go away. I mean, fundamentally, Speaker Johnson...
We don't have evidence that he took advantage of young girls with Jeffrey
Thank you.
Epstein.
Right. Just common sense be damned.
I'm not saying common sense be damned. I'm saying facts. Let's look at the facts. Is he in the Epstein files?
He's obviously in the Epstein files, and the reason that fundamentally Speaker Johnson has us on vacation is because he does not want to seat the newly elected Democratic representative.
Right, but you said
from
he took
Arizona.
advantage of young girls. You have absolutely no evidence of that.
I think it's pretty obvious that that's what's
You
going on.
think it's pretty
here.
obvious?
I do.
How?
And I think it's pretty obvious to the Republican.
John
to the
Lemire,
Republican
any
Party.
reporting on this?
Well, we know that he's friends with Epstein. We know the birthday card was in there. I mean, he has not been accused of any wrongdoing. I mean, I think that's the point you're trying to make. But also, certainly here, that we know that Speaker Johnson has kept the House out of session. in large part to not seat the woman, the Congresswoman-elect from Arizona, who would provide the decisive votes to release more material. So, yeah, certainly that would be, any association with further embarrassment for Trump.
And
But we don't know
also the book that Virginia Giuffre wrote said she never saw him around there. And I'm not doing his bidding. I'm just saying there's enough things to talk about Donald Trump.
There's enough things to hate the man about.
Good for him.
Yeah, that's Congressman Seth Moulton of Massachusetts trying to falsely accuse.
Yeah, with
Donald
no
Trump.
evidence at all. He's just assuming. It's just common sense to assume.
By the way, sue the congressman. Don't sue MSNBC.
Yeah.
I didn't say it. I'm sticking up for you.
Wow.
And I don't know that's why we're not calling the House. I think we're not calling the House because the Senate has given them no reason to show up at this point.
It's just a bonus we can't seat the other congressman.
Yeah. Wow. Crazy. That's really something. I mean, he was really trying to allege that, and I'm sure he was shocked by the pushback.
Absolutely, he was.
Got a little bit of pushback from Scarborough, and he tried to stick to his guns, but really kind of stuck his tail between his legs. And moved on.
Because realize we're not, you can come on here and lie. You just can't start accusing the president.
Right. The president, by the way, who won't stand for it.
Right.
And
that's right.
If you're casting aspersions like this without any evidence, you're going to get sued. So maybe that's all Scarborough was doing.
Right.
But I'm glad he did it.
Absolutely. And he even said, look, there's plenty of stuff we can talk about. There's plenty of reasons to hate the man.
Right.
Yeah. And in fact, the reason I knew that there was a full hour and 15 minutes worth of Donald Trump on the 60 Minutes overtime today is because I saw a thing, and I didn't see this answer, so I have no idea what they're referring to, but they were talking about how they really heavily edited his crypto answer. Anyway, and so there was this thing underneath. CBS says the entire interview, unedited, is available at 60 Minutes overtime. So
they made it very.
Please don't sue us. We have the whole thing here.
They made it very, very known at the end of the interview on 60 Minutes that all of it is on overtime and it's available now. I mean, they made it very clear.
Please.
They've learned a lesson there.
Exactly right.
They learned a little bit of a lesson. Like a $16 million lesson, but a lesson nonetheless. So that's great. Meanwhile, Karoline Leavitt talked about reopening the government, too. People were asking her about it on Friday.
We hope the government opens tomorrow. We have been saying this for 32 days in a row. The Democrats want to try to renegotiate the entire healthcare system that they created, by the way, and that's why they're holding the government hostage. They want to add $1.7 trillion of new spending and, again, give taxpayer-funded Medicaid to illegal aliens. That is a red line in the sand for President Trump and Republicans. He campaigned on ending that, and he did it with the passage of the One Big Beautiful Bill. And so Republicans and President Trump want to reopen the government, and then we can discuss tackling these very important issues before us. How can we fix our healthcare system? There is no one more committed to answering and solving that question than President Donald Trump. That's why you've seen him work tirelessly to negotiate good deals with Big Pharma to bring down the cost of prescription drugs in this country. That's why you saw him pass the largest tax cuts for working families and American consumers in history to put more money back into their pockets. He is committed to delivering on these issues, but not while we are holding the entire federal government and our country hostage.
And what about border crossings? What you have to say about that?
At the border, President Trump continues to deliver on his promise to make America safe again. And new reporting from the Washington Times fully highlights the difference in Joe Biden's disgraceful approach to the border compared to President Trump's. Under Trump, border catch and release has dropped 99.99% from worst Biden month. You can't get much better than that. This statistic in particular is astounding. Border Patrol agents caught and immediately released 189,604 illegal aliens into the United States in December 2023 at the height of the Biden border crisis. But under President Trump, Border Patrol agents caught and released only 20 illegal aliens into the U.S. in the month of February.
Gosh, that's incredible. Those are better numbers than I even anticipated. That's incredible. Wow. And why? Because he's got the will, and he's He's just making it clear that illegal crossing is not acceptable to this government.
189,000 plus to 20.
Incredible.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Got some tweets here. Sons of Thunder 44 tweets. I showed up an hour early for the show. Stupid time change. Yeah, well, that just got you better prepared, really. And you got to listen to what happens an hour before the show on the Blaze, which is great, I'm sure, and stuff.
It's great.
So, yeah, I bet you loved it. Whatever.
The Blaze show that airs before this show?
The one before this one. Yeah,
right.
I never miss it myself. From Sue Marinell. Sorry I didn't wish Jeffy a happy Halloween on Friday, but I want to be the first person to wish him a happy National Sandwich Day and National Housewives Day.
Thank you. Days to celebrate, actually.
Who knew those 2 days are celebrated on the same day? Yeah, it's wrong, too, because you want a separate celebration for each. You want to fully soak in National Housewives Day.
We're celebrating National Housewives Day by letting her serve sandwiches. What's so wrong with that?
Okay.
I mean, it's a
guess
celebration.
they do go hand in hand, don't they? All right. Hee-haw the Viking. Trump speaks my language. I've said it many times before. Try it and see what happens. Funny how no one ever tries. Also from Harold Lichtenberg. Question for Keith. So, how's your Falcon season going so far? Sincerely, a Patriots fan. Okay. How's it going so far?
Good tweet there.
Yeah.
That's really fun.
Well, that's a good tweet, wasn't it? That was fun.
How's it going so far?
Could you just give me my total and let me get out of this line? I don't need to know.
What's the record so far?
3-5.
3-5. Wow.
And might as well be an 0-8 team.
Packers lost yesterday to a crappy team. Carolina.
Oh, we did that too. We lost to them. You lost to them by 3. We lost to them by 30.
Oh my gosh!
So,
really?
Yeah. You want to get that loss to the Panthers out of the way early. You don't want to have hope for 4 quarters.
Right. They've been interesting so far. They usually beat the teams that are pretty good. They beat the Bills. They beat or did they play the Bills? They beat the Lions. And they beat Washington. And they lost to Cleveland and Carolina.
Pittsburgh.
They beat Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Right. With Aaron.
Yeah.
Which was fun. So.
Yeah, that NFC North is crazy.
Yeah, it really
sure
is.
And if you haven't seen the Bears-Bengals game yesterday.
That was awesome.
Jeez.
What a fun game to watch. I mean, it was terrible.
Is Burrow done for the season? Have we heard yet?
No, he's supposed to be back in December if they have a shot at the playoffs.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Yesterday hurt.
Sheesh.
Sure did.
All right. Let's get the Fat Five now from Jeffy.
All right, let's do it. Lottery getting back to where you may want to play. The Powerball drawing tonight. 419 million, 198.0 million cash payout. And if that isn't enough for you to say,
that's not enough.
Okay,
I'm
I'll
not even
buy
going to
a
bother
ticket.
yet.
Mega Millions drawing tomorrow night.
Okay.
$800 million.
It's starting to get close to
That's
where
what
I'm
I meant.
interested.
Yeah, it's starting to get there.
Yeah.
With a 372.7 million cash
we should
payout.
ask. What's Pat's magic number?
The threshold.
Where do you lay down the $2?
I think it's $1 billion.
$1 billion?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's $1 billion.
That's where I'd be interested if I gambled in gambling.
Right.
But I don't.
Don't gamble.
Until then, nothing even
Wouldn't
makes you
even
think,
tempt me.
ooh, maybe
No.
think about buying a ticket?
No.
Not till $1 billion.
Yeah, then I'd like to if I did that kind of stuff, but I don't. So,
right. Don't do that.
I'll buy an extra $800 million one for you.
Will you?
Yeah.
All right.
On your behalf.
Okay. I'm sure you will.
I promise I'll let you know if that ticket wins. I can promise you, your ticket that I buy for you is not the winning ticket.
No kidding. How about if you give me the ticket you buy for me, and then I'll check it out myself? How about that?
I'll try to make that happen.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll try to
see if you can.
I don't know if I can work that out. So we live in a time where we get new breakthroughs every day. Scientists have announced that they have carried out the first ever butt breathing trial on humans. The procedure known as enteral ventilation.
Tell me we don't have a picture. No picture, please.
I did not send any pictures, no. I wanted to desperately, but I decided against it. Delivers oxygen through the rectum to help patients with severe lung problems.
Rectum darn near killed them.
Japanese and U.S. researchers have developed a groundbreaking treatment for people who can't breathe through their lungs. So the results from this first human clinical trial, so-called butt breathing technique, suggests that it's safe and well tolerated, one step closer to becoming a real life saver. Loaches, a type of bottom-dwelling fish, usually breathe through their gills, but when oxygen runs low, they're known to swim to the surface and gulp air and swallow it. The air moves through their digestive tract, where oxygen is absorbed into their bloodstream before the rest is expelled through their anus.
Cool.
Basically, loaches can breathe through their backsides, and they're not alone. Turtles, sea cucumbers, dragonfly nymphs, and even pigs can absorb oxygen in similar ways when their lungs aren't up to task. So they did some animal tests, and they said, yeah, let's do some humans. And they recruited 27 healthy men who agreed to have varying amounts of liquid inserted.
Oh, man.
And had to hold it there for 60 minutes. And 20 of them lasted an hour, including some who took up to 1.5 liters of fluid. And some participants reported there was some bloating and discomfort, but no serious side effects. Now that they established a tolerance, they're looking to actually deliver oxygen into the bloodstream. So for these patients, doctors are going to provide respiratory support, like mechanical ventilation and oxygen therapy, but sometimes those methods fall short, and that's where butt breathing could serve as an important alternative oxygen delivery route. So we get breakthroughs every day. It's good to have it. You know, speaking of butt breathing, for sale, the world's most valuable toilet, a lavatory literally worth its weight in gold. Sotheby's announced Friday that it's going to auction off the solid gold cistern, a sculpture by Italian artist Marisa Catalan.
Oh, it's a sculpture? It's not
entitled America. The auction house calls it an incisive commentary on the collision of artistic production and commodity value. It also a fully functional toilet, identical to the one that gained global fame when it was stolen from the England's Blenheim Palace in 2019. Remember, he's also the guy that did the banana duct tape to the wall.
Oh my gosh!
He's that sold for I think $6.2 million. And then he also did the sculpture of the kneeling Adolf Hitler, which sold for 17 or 18 million. So starting November 18th, the auction in New York will be the price. It's going to start off at just over $10 million, since the toilet is 223 pounds. That's about $10 million, according to all reports. So the artist said, America satirizes excessive wealth. Does it? Okay. Well, no matter what you eat, $200 or a $2 hot dog, it all ends up in the same place. Thank you. The two versions of America. So I've forgotten the first toilet that was stolen. That was never returned. They don't know what happened to that. I'm guessing, probably melted down. But because they just convicted a couple people not too long ago for this theft. But they never did find the toilet. They never had that returned. And so in 2019, they put it in that palace because that's the palace that Winston Churchill, I guess, lived in or was a part of. But remember, Van Gogh, the first term, Trump and Melania wanted to borrow a Van Gogh painting from the Guggenheim, and they wouldn't let him do it. And the head of the Guggenheim said, "Oh, well, you can borrow the golden toilet that we have," and she was just because she hated Trump, and they obviously said,
"No,
he
didn't want a golden toilet."
No, I know.
Seems like that would be unnatural.
I thought so too, but
decor in the White House.
But and who knows if they would have actually, he would have said yes, which I would have liked, if they would have actually came through with it, right? Because she didn't like him. She was doing that. No, you can't have the painting. You can't borrow the painting. But I'll give you a golden toilet.
Wow. Is it solid gold or plated?
Yeah.
It's solid.
Yeah.
Wow. And that's only 10 million?
223 pounds, it says it weighs.
Multiplied by 4,000? What is that?
Carry the one.
Must be 10 million.
I'm guessing it's close to that. That's what I'm saying. If you say it's 10 million, absolutely, it's 10 million.
Whatever.
Absolutely. If you're not a subscriber to Blaze TV, become one. Now's a good time. Go to blazetv.com/Pat. Save $20 off an annual subscription. Subscribe today. blazetv.com/Pat. Is that right?
Well, 16 ounces in a pound, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got to do...
Same with gold, right?
Yeah.
I guess it's a pound. It's a
What
pound.
weighs more, a pound of gold or a pound of feathers?
You got to do 4... Okay, because it's 4,000 an ounce, so you've got to multiply that by 16. So then you've got, 64,000 times
223.
Times 223... It's 14,272,000.
Oh, so I mean they're starting below cost.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe they're going by the price of gold when the toilet was made. I don't know.
I guess.
But that's a lot.
That is.
That's a lot.
That is.
That's a valuable toilet right there.
It most definitely is.
Melt that thing down.
And it is surprising that, maybe Trump will buy this one.
Maybe.
You never know.
He likes gold.
He does.
Yeah.
Do you have a commercial, or are we going to move on? Or continue to go?
No, I've got to tell you about Miracle Made Sheets.
Okay.
Because if you ever wake up sweaty or freezing or just uncomfortable, the temperature in your bedroom can make or break your sleep. That's why I switched to Miracle Made Sheets. They're inspired by NASA technology. Miracle Made Sheets are crafted with NASA-inspired silver-infused fabric that helps regulate your body temperature. If you're a hot sleeper or a cold sleeper, doesn't matter. These sheets help keep you in the comfort zone all night long. Thanks to their antibacterial silver technology, Miracle Made sheets stay cleaner too and fresher up to 3 times longer, so there's a lot less laundry. You do like a third of the laundry, and they feel as good, if not better, than the sheets you'll find in a 5-star hotel, but without that really high price tag. So upgrade your sleep tonight, or you could give the gift of better rest. With Christmas just around the corner, go to trymiracle.com/Pat and try Miracle Made Sheets today. You'll save over 40%, and when you use the promo code PAT, you'll get an extra 20% off, plus a free 3-piece towel set. They make an amazing gift, and with a 30-day money-back guarantee, there's just no risk. So it's trymiracle.com/Pat to get yours. Promo code PAT at checkout. Thanks to Miracle Made for sponsoring this portion of the episode.
And now, Pat Gray returns.
Pat Gray Unleashed does return, and the 2 and the Fat 5 rolls on. Yesterday marked 25 years of continuous human presence in space, including at least one U.S. citizen. So more than 280 people from 27 countries have visited the ISS, typically to conduct scientific experiments and pick up the trash, in 6-month rotations. The ISS is going to be deorbited in 2031. And apparently driven into the Pacific Ocean. So this would be fun to watch. Hope everything is goes okay with that.
Right.
Oh no, we swerved too far left. Oh, that would not be a
problem.
That would not be good. Las Vegas gets the largest fleet of police cyber trucks from a billionaire tech donor. So an investor, Ben Horowitz, who co-founded Andreessen Horowitz, and his wife donated 10 black and white Cybertruck patrol vehicles to the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. There are a couple are very prominent in the area. Clark County Sheriff Gavin McMill called the vehicles the future of Vegas policing at a press conference and said 400 officers have been trained to operate the truck, which will roll out onto the streets in a couple of weeks. He said the vehicles have been updated with extended battery capacity, ladders, shields, and shotguns. And nobody can just be happy with having the philanthropist billionaire give these Cybertrucks to the city. The gesture has raised concerns about private interest donations in the public sphere. Can't be happy with no tax dollars.
Right.
And no tax money used.
Nope.
Can't do that because he just gave that to them. How dare he? So be on the lookout for...
what do you want? What is that supposed to mean? Why would you be opposed to that? It's bizarre.
It's really bizarre.
Yeah.
Really bizarre. And, we talked a little bit about college football. BYU going to Lubbock. Game day is going to be there. Should be an exciting time for Lubbock. Mizzou's got Texas A&M coming into town, and Columbia. And just so you know, I mean, Nebraska, while unranked,
What?
Play UCLA.
Talk about Nebraska.
California.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, there's a win. They're playing UCLA.
I mean, they're 6-3. You still got a chance to. Anyway,
go to a bowl game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, they're already there. They're already there. Yeah.
We do love the Pinstripe Bowl in Lincoln.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
That's a beautiful bowl game.
Beautiful.
The Dodgers won back-to-back World Series, so the Yankees still have the three-peat in the 98, 99, 2000. They were the last team to do the back-to-back, but they won 3 in a row.
Oh, okay.
So the Dodgers still have that to pick up.
Back-to-back.
Yeah, right. And yesterday, Jacksonville Jaguars kicker Cam Little broke the NFL record for the longest field goal.
What?
68-yard kick yesterday, so that's the new NFL record of 4 field goals. The Dallas Cowboys needs to break that tonight and let what's his face
Brandon Aubrey.
Yeah, Aubrey kick a 70-yarder and be done with it. Be awesome.
Nice.
That needs to happen tonight.
I mean, the kickers are just pushing the boundaries. Eventually they'll be kicking 100-yard field goals.
Okay,
incredible.
I mean, it's incredible. It's
incredible.
It's a long way. If you ever
that's a long way.
Stood on a football field, man, and put a football down and think to yourself, kicking it from there to there. That's a long way to.
He
kick
could have
a
made
football,
that too. That went about 5 to 10 yards beyond.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was an incredible kick. That could have been good from 78.
Well, he kicked a 70 in preseason.
Yes.
Oh, but it didn't count.
Right.
Yeah. Dang.
And I think Audrey could ding
probably
some 70-75ers too.
Falcons just want to know what it's like to make an extra point.
I mean, you already gave your main kicker the boot.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Brought in there.
Wow.
Never gonna.
That sucks. What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Kicker.
They should find that kid that kicked the field goal on College Game Day last week.
Oh yeah, good for him.
That kid.
He was great.
Pat McAfee just upped the ante to 500,000, even though it was only 100. Right. And he's like, I'll give you 500,000, but one kick, just one, and he drilled that thing.
Best kick.
He sure did.
That could have been good from 20 yards further.
It was better than the last guy who shanked it right into the crowd to the left.
I know, it was awesome. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, sometimes it's just embarrassing.
Those kicks are so fun. I mean, that's such a great bit.
Incredible, and
such a great bit.
The ease with which he gives away hundreds of thousands of dollars is amazing.
Sure
to me.
is.
He must be pretty set. I don't know. He makes. I don't know. His salary is $18 million, but he gives away money like he's worth way more than
$18 million for what? For game day?
Yeah. For a show. I think the McAfee show on ESPN.
I feel like it's more.
I could see. I think ESPN gives him $18 million, but I think he makes more than that.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Yep. Great to have you with us. 888-900-3393. Pat Unleashed on Twitter, where Bunter Hayden, pardon crack connoisseur, tweets. Here's the bigger question no one has asked. Has Taylor Swift endorsed Zohran?
Oh, yeah.
Haven't seen that yet.
I have not either.
Wouldn't put it past her, though.
Nope.
Don't win the lotto in New York City. Mamdani will confiscate it. Lone Wolf 2965. We have ample evidence of politicians talking out their butts. So why should breathing through it be so surprising?
That's a good point.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. All right. So we got Cheryl Hines, who is the wife of RFK Jr. And she was speaking on... what was she talking about?
Well, she was talking about her original impressions of Donald Trump and then when she actually met him. And so it's really interesting to hear this from someone on the far left.
Okay.
He was warm. He was genuine. We shook hands. He talks, he will talk about everything. And I was just saying he's more interested in people than I expected. I guess I was expecting a one-man show.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Talking at you.
Yeah. And he wasn't like that at all.
The host is not pleased to be hearing this stuff.
No, he is not.
He's not happy
No,
about it.
he is
It's
not.
like, wait.
I asked you
what?
here. Don't be talking that nonsense.
Come on. We're hoping for some dirt on this guy.
Now, the
Come
next
on.
clip is Cheryl Hines as she continues to make the tour with Tucker Carlson.
All right.
I think I was expecting somebody who didn't listen to other people, wouldn't be interested in other people. That's not who I met. I met somebody who was very interested in other people, really wanted to hear what somebody else had to say. I think that was very surprising to me.
Did you call back to LA and say, hey, guys, he's actually cool?
Good news, guys. I didn't even tell anybody at the time. And it was so stressful. There was stress for so many reasons at that time. Security, number one reason, right? I mean, this just happened with Donald Trump with Secret Service protection.
Oh, yeah.
And Bobby still didn't have Secret Service protection. And during that meeting, President Trump posted Bobby Kennedy should have Secret Service protection. This is ridiculous. And that day, Bobby got Secret Service protection.
Wow. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So,
Seems like Trump's got a little pull.
It does seem that way, doesn't it?
Seems like
it's
he's
kind
got
of
a
weird.
little pull.
It does seem that way.
And that was before Trump was president again.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. And that was before RFK was in the administration on board with him. So pretty cool. Meanwhile, Jon Stewart talks about people on the right. Cut 19.
I've got people in my family that are to the right of Attila the Hun. And when people tell me, like, how can you platform that person on your show? I go, I platform my uncle every Thanksgiving. And by the way, I love him. He's a three-dimensional human being who has qualities that I really admire.
Okay.
Things about him. And we've lost that. We've lost the ability to love people because we litmus test at every point, in every single moment.
Huh. That's interesting.
That is.
That's conciliatory. That's, I don't know, unifying maybe, almost.
Almost.
Coming out of Jon Stewart's face. Hard to believe.
That is.
Hard to believe.
I just hope he remembers
But that's
that when
good.
he's
Yeah,
talking
I hope
about
he
President
does.
Trump.
I hope he does.
Yeah, and along this theme here with Cheryl Hines and Jon Stewart, the Elon Musk interview with Joe Rogan was just absolutely fascinating from start to finish. And Jefferson in clip 29, where Elon addresses what people think about Donald Trump.
I think it's 39.
Is that what I...
Yeah, 39.
Yeah.
Trump.
Yeah,
39.
Elon with Rogan cut 39.
Some people still think, Trump is like the devil, basically. And I mean, I think Trump actually is not perfect, but he's not evil. Trump is not evil. I mean, I spent a lot of time with him, and he's a product of his time, but he's not evil.
What does that mean?
No, I don't think he's evil either.
He's just old school.
Yep.
Yeah.
He just
He's
tells
just
it
a
like it
product
is.
of his
you know?
time.
Product of his
what you
time.
mean by that, but okay. All right. Okay. So there's, fairly nice things being said about people here.
Now, look, I said you're not evil. Leave me alone.
I mean, it's not effusive praise, but it's something, right?
Right.
No, he was good to him
It
in
was
that
fine.
interview.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It's
fine. Boy, there's a lot of scary stats from Elon about the path that the country's on, spending-wise.
Yeah. He also talked about why the Democrats are refusing to open the government. Cut 40.
The reason you have the standoff is because if the hundreds of billions of dollars to create a financial incentive to have this giant magnet to attract illegals from every part of Earth to these states, if that is turned off, the illegals will leave because they're no longer being paid to come to the United States and stay here.
Wow.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And then they will lose a lot of voters. The Democratic Party will lose a lot of voters.
And they would have a very difficult job if this is kicked out of reintroducing it into a new bill.
Yes.
especially once things start normalizing.
Yes. So, like, in a nutshell, the Democratic Party wants to destroy democracy by importing voters. And the Republican Party disagrees with that.
And the ruse is that if you don't accept what they're doing, then you're a threat to democracy.
Yes.
As they try to destroy democracy.
Bingo.
Yes.
By importing voters.
That is literally what they're doing.
People to only vote for
you're
them.
Getting it. You're getting it, Joe.
And
You are.
overwhelming
Good.
the system.
Good. Congratulations.
Yes. And by the way, it's a strategy that, if allowed to work, would work. And in fact, has worked. California is supermajority Democrat.
Yeah.
And there's so much gerrymandering that occurs. It's crazy.
Yeah.
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 And not just Texas either. I mean, California's already been gerrymandered, probably.
And
about as
they
much
want
as
to
you
do
can.
more.
And they
That's
want to
that
do
Prop
more.
50.
Yeah. They want to do more.
Yeah.
But if everybody gerrymanders like they can and are threatening to, Republicans come out on top of that. So, go ahead.
It's going to be interesting.
Do it. But they talked about reusable rockets, too, which is
exciting.
Kind of fun. This is great because space flight, to me, is important. And I wish we would concentrate a little bit more on it because it brings us a lot of new technology.
Yeah, I don't know that this clip includes the cost, but he said something along the lines of, just imagine if you were flying in a plane, you had to parachute out, and then the plane crashes. I mean, that would be cost prohibitive to fly across the country. So he goes on to talk about, I think it's 1,000 or 10,000 times cheaper to do it this way. If it works out.
We're pushing the limits of physics here. Starship is the first time that there is a design for a rocket where full and rapid reusability is actually possible. There's not even been a design before where it was possible. Certainly not a design that got made any hardware at all. We live on a planet where the gravity is quite high. Like Earth's gravity is quite high. And if the gravity was even 10 or 20% higher, we'd be stuck on Earth forever. Yeah, we could not certainly couldn't use conventional rockets. You'd have to blow yourself off the surface with like a nuclear bomb or something crazy. So on the other hand, if Earth's gravity was just a little lower, like even 10, 20% lower, then getting to orbit would be easy. So it's like this. If this was a video game, it's set to like maximum difficulty, but not impossible.
Wow,
good stuff.
I don't know that I haven't thought of it like that.
I haven't either. No, where if it was a little bit higher, you wouldn't be able to get off the planet
you wouldn't be able
ever.
to get off at all.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah.
You say so, Elon.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. That's what they say.
He also talked about buying Twitter and the effect of that.
Stunning info.
You essentially disrupted the entire social media chain of command because there was a very clear thing that was going on with social media. The government had infiltrated it. They were censoring speech. And until you bought it, we really didn't know the extent of it. We kind of assumed that there was something going on.
Yeah.
We had no idea that they were actively involved in censoring actual real news stories, real data, real scientists, real professors, silenced, expelled, kicked off the platform.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For telling the truth.
For telling the truth. And I'm sure you've also, because I sent it to you, that chart that shows young kids, teenagers identifying as trans and non-binary, literally stops dead when you bought Twitter and starts falling off a cliff when people are allowed to have rational discussions now and actually talk about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's an amazing
confirming what we've said all along, that it's a social contagion. And I think that's been proven pretty conclusively, actually. Yeah. But they also talked about some new car that's about to be unveiled.
Have you heard anything about this?
Because I have not before.
I am not a car guy, but after listening to this clip, I'm a car guy.
Okay.
Are you still doing the Roadster?
Yes.
Eventually?
We're getting close to demonstrating the prototype.
Oh.
And I think this will be... one thing I can guarantee is that this product demo will be unforgettable. Unforgettable.
How so?
Whether it's good or bad, it will be unforgettable.
Can you say more? What do you mean?
Well, my friend Peter Thiel, once reflected that the future was supposed to have flying cars, but we don't have flying cars.
So you're going to go fly?
Well, I think if Peter wants a flying car, he should be able to buy one.
So are you actively considering making an electric flying car? Is this like a real thing?
Well, you have to see in the
demo. So when you do this, like, are you going to have a retractable wing? Like, what is the idea behind this? Don't be sly. Come on.
I can't do the unveil before the unveil. But
tell me off air then.
I think it has a shot at being the most memorable product unveil ever. It has a shot.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what they said.
Pause it for a
When do you plan on
sec.
doing it?
More memorable than the Segway?
Thank you.
The scooter?
Exactly where
Come
I was
on.
at.
You have to let that
That's what they
that
said.
mall
about this.
cops use
exactly what they
on a regular
said.
basis?
Yeah.
Come on now.
You're still
That's
feeling,
not even
still
true
feeling
now.
stung by that, aren't
That's
you?
not even true.
Yeah.
now. That hurt.
That bar was
that
set
hurt.
pretty high.
I know
Yes.
it. I know it.
We've had products since then that would have fit that hype.
Yes.
The iPhone, probably. The iPad, those might have fit the hype.
Yeah.
The stupid Segway did not.
Revolutionized
Society
living,
and the way
city
cities
living.
are built. Really? Yeah. I don't think so.
No.
But mall cops love them.
Mall cops love them.
Well,
I know that.
Not any longer. There's no more malls. But
That's
go ahead.
true.
Yeah, sure.
All right, let him finish here.
Ever. It has a shot.
And when do you plan on doing this? What's the goal?
Hopefully before the end of the year.
Oh, wow.
Really? Before the end of this year? This is, we're almost
like in a
November
couple months.
1st.
Hopefully in a couple months. We need to make sure that it works. This is some crazy technology we got in this car. Crazy technology. Crazy.
So different
Wow.
than what was previously announced, and
Yes.
and is that why you haven't released it yet? Because you keep with it?
It has crazy technology.
Okay.
Is it even a car? I'm not sure. It looks like a car. But let's just put it this way: it's crazier than anything James Bond. If you took all the James Bond cars and combined them, it's crazier than that.
Oh, my gosh.
Let's go.
That's way more than a roadster.
Right.
He's talking about, it sounds like, a flying car, a legitimate flying car.
Sure does.
That maybe has retractable wings. Maybe pop the wings out and fly when you need to. And
That would be nice. I mean, there are cars like that, but it's very bulky. There aren't any.
But are they retractable wings? I've never seen retractable wings.
Yeah, they fold in.
Really?
Yeah,
automatically.
But it's
or you have to get
really
out of the car and push them in.
You got to.
Not
They
like
transform, and
that.
that's what I mean. And they're more. See, what we think of as flying cars, we just get up and go, right? You
Yes.
just want to be able to go up and go.
Yeah.
And that's not what's been given to us.
No, right.
Not anywhere close to what's being.
You've got
given
large drones that are supposedly flying cars.
Right.
Well, they're not.
No,
they're
they're
sort
not.
of little helicopters or
Right.
they're large drones.
Right.
We're looking for a car that flies.
Right.
Put wings on a Tesla and make it fly.
And if they do that, then now you're talking about having to revolutionize how travel. So how do you handle that if it actually exists?
Yeah,
because we have
And it
so many
takes
things
off.
flying in the sky now.
Yeah.
Are you only going to be allowed to fly outside of city limits?
Well, that's what we would have to decide.
That's what I mean.
And you'd have to decide that pretty quickly.
Very quickly.
Because there'd have to be lanes, right? In the sky. You'd have to
There's got to be
because
some
you can't get
order.
in the way
There has
of
to be some
air
order,
travel.
right? So if you're flying in cities, then you can't go above what 10 feet. So if you could just lift up and zip around town,
might be safer too if you limit it to 10 feet
or 20. So you could go up above road traffic. Mm-hmm. You go above road traffic, but you still have to follow road rules, road directions.
How would you know? Then you could just say, "Officer, I had no idea that I was 22 feet above." I guess the car would have to have a sensor to tell you, you're too high.
Yeah, I don't know.
Crazy.
There'd be a lot to sort out.
Absolutely.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, me too. All right. You know what? There's those who lead and those who follow. And if you're looking for a realtor, I think you want the former. You want a leader. You want somebody who knows the market, has been successful, knows what they're doing, and can help you close on a home or get the most home for your money or the most money out of your home. There's just so many things to consider when you're buying and selling a house, and you need somebody who really knows what they're doing and somebody who takes it as seriously as you do, because it's a really important move in your life. That's where Real Estate Agents I Trust come in. Real Estate Agents I Trust. It's a free service that we provide to you. We just set you up with the best realtor in your area, somebody who really knows what they're doing. And then the rest is up to you. And again, it's a free service. Real Estate Agents I Trust. The name says it all. RealEstateAgentsITrust.com.
Pat Gray Unleashed. Saying what you're thinking returns after this.
So it's Election Day already. Tomorrow. And it seemed like this was way off.
It sure does.
We'll worry about that later. And here it is. Yeah. Here it is. New York Post. The New York Post today listed 20 reasons not to vote for Zohran Mamdani. Reason number one: he hates the police. He called the NYPD racist, anti-queer, and a major threat to public safety. He apologized for the language he used, but not the sentiment. He still hates police. Number two, he really hates the police. The number of officers in the NYPD is at its lowest level in 20 years, below 34,000. Now, Eric Adams wanted to increase the ranks of the police department up to 40,000 by 2028. Mamdani said he will not do that. And in fact, won't comment on whether or not he's going to decrease the number of officers. Number three, the third point on why not to vote for Zohran Mamdani: he hates the police with a splash of anti-Semitism. We have to make clear that when the boot of the NYPD is on your neck, it's been laced by the IDF, Zohran said. Okay, so the Israeli Defense Forces, I guess, laced up the jack-booted thugs that are the NYPD. Oh my gosh. Then he's got a mental health plan. This is number 4, that is half-baked. He's got a plan to help the mentally ill living on our streets. What he's going to do is send outreach teams that will provide counseling. But any treatment program will be voluntary. So how can somebody who's mentally ill make decisions in their best interest? So you counsel with them and say, hey, you know what? You should be in therapy right now.
Get yourself some help.
And they have to choose that. But are they going to? No. So it's really a tough situation. Number 5, he promises a bus boondoggle. He wants free buses for everyone. Says that will cost $700 million a year. But the MTA claims that will climb to $1 billion per year. Oof. And that's probably
low.
A low figure.
It sure is.
Number 6, he's never met a failed idea he didn't like. Capitalism is bad, so let's have a city-run grocery store with controlled prices. These stores wouldn't have to pay property taxes or rent since they'd be in city-owned buildings. How many immigrant-owned bodegas will go out of business trying to compete against a store that gets advantages like that? And again, it's already been tried in cities like Kansas City, and it failed there. It's going to definitely fail in New York City.
If we go into it with that attitude.
Well, that's the attitude I'm going into it with.
Yeah?
So, yeah, it's going to fail. He wants to globalize the Intifada. He'll cause an international incident, according to the New York Post. He says he doesn't like the NYPD, but he's happy to order it to arrest Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
Yep.
Remember when he said he'd arrest him if he came to town?
I follow international law. That's international law.
Which, by the way, the U.S. does not recognize the International Criminal Court. And so that's nonsense.
He follows international law, but he doesn't follow U.S. law.
Right.
And he won't help the feds.
That is correct.
He will not help the federal ICE agents at all.
Yeah.
Number 9, he sides with hate. He wrote and sang that rap song, giving his love to the Holy Land Five. Americans who helped finance Hamas were sent to prison for up to 65 years. He posed gleefully with an imam who was an unindicted co-conspirator in the 93 bombing of the World Trade Center. Then he claims he's the victim because he had to put up with bad looks after 9/11.
Yeah.
Oh,
and it wasn't. No, he didn't have to.
Yeah, his aunt, who wasn't his aunt,
and didn't live in New York at the time.
Yeah, right. He also plans to release criminals, thousands of them, onto city streets in New York. He'll put the children at risk for sex trafficking. He'll make the housing crisis worse by doing the rent control,
right,
and messing with that. He'll make schools worse. He promises to. He's going to be fighting, as his predecessors have fought for decades, to get mayoral control of the schools. Mamdani promises to just give it away and let the teachers union dictate the way forward.
Have fun.
He's going to drive us into further debt, drive away the golden goose, put the federal assistance at risk. I mean, it goes on and on. If you're in New York, please, you know this by now. Don't vote for this
Gray Unleashed.
Got some tweets here. Sarah Barrett tweets, I know what people are like driving on the road. We don't need them in the air, too.
I know.
Good point.
I know.
Yeah. It's scary.
Yep.
Fury and Energy, it would be nice to have flying cars, but regulating that is impossible. There'd be crashes constantly.
Yeah.
Or literally, everyone becomes a pilot. Rowdy Introvert, all James Bond cars combined, so it flies, can drive underwater, and has heat-seeking missiles with a passenger ejection seat.
There you
I'm
go.
sold.
I'm in.
Yeah, we're in. We're in.
I'm saying.
Just talking about the election, which is coming up tomorrow, and especially in New York City, where New York Post came up with 20 reasons not to vote for him. But here's the latest poll. This is from Atlas Intel. And Mamdani still obviously leads 40.6% to Cuomo's 34%. So he's within 6 now? And Slee was up to 24%.
Okay.
It almost leads you to believe if one of them dropped out,
I know.
maybe they could beat Mamdani.
I know.
Jeez. That's really, I mean, that's tightened up, but it's too little, too late, probably.
Yep.
Probably too late.
Way too little, too late. I mean,
could there be a miracle? No. I hope so.
Oh.
I hope. But
probably not.
I don't necessarily expect one.
Probably not.
Maybe that's preventing it. So I expect a miracle tomorrow.
Wow.
And I expect Curtis Leawood to win this thing.
So
now that would be awesome. I'm all for that. I'm all for that.
So all you need is a miracle?
All I need.
All you need is you, Andrew Cuomo? Ooh.
No.
That's where we're at, man.
Curtis Leawood.
I know.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be even more miraculous and Sliwa comes in and
I'd love it.
Takes the whole thing.
That would be great.
That would be great.
I believe in miracles.
You sexy thing.
Where are you from?
You inverted that, but
I know.
Still,
I got it.
Still. All right. So Harry Enten was predicting what's going to happen tomorrow. Is this for is this a general Republican?
Yeah, the governor,
Democrat,
yeah,
thing. Okay.
You got the Virginia, you got New Jersey. You had Obama out all weekend, hawking in Virginia, which is really surprising.
And supposedly Obama made a phone call to Mamdani and was all effusive in his praise of how great he's done and how he's behind him and, just one Marxist to another.
Yeah. He
That's
said,
great.
Call me anytime you want to bounce something off, bounce ideas
Comrade, nice job.
Yeah.
Seriously. He's like basically his dad.
Yeah.
Probably looks
It's
up to
amazing
him.
that Obama is in Virginia hawking for, what's her name? Spanberger. And he's got an African-American gubernatorial candidate there that just looks the other way.
Didn't he tell us that if you don't vote for Kamala Harris, there was something, it's just loosely...
You're racist,
You're racist.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that interesting?
Racist and sexist.
And it was reported at one point last week that the
NAACP.
Yes, not the NCAA.
Not the NCAA.
It was reported that they actually backed Spanberger.
We looked that up, though. It's not true.
It's not true.
Not true.
Yeah.
Fortunately, that's not true.
Right, but they haven't endorsed anyone.
They say they don't.
They claim they don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems like they have in the past, but maybe not. Maybe not. But anyway, here's Harry Enten predicting what's going to happen tomorrow. Cut 38.
Okay, so Harry, when we're looking at races, you've got New York, you've got New Jersey, you've got Virginia, so much attention being played to these three races. What is happening? How much of those races is actually a test of Donald Trump? How much is it actually about the races themselves and what's happening in those areas?
Yeah, I mean, look, if they're a test of Donald Trump, then Donald Trump can't be too happy with what we're seeing in the data right now. I mean, you talk about New Jersey. What do we see there? I know a lot of Republicans want to think that Jack Ciattarelli is closing the gap, but in all honesty, what we see there is that the Democratic candidate, Mikey Cheryl, has a clear advantage, about 6 points. That's the closest of the three races that we're talking about. Virginia, you see Abigail Spanberger way up there by double digits, up by 10 points. And then, of course, you were just interviewing Andrew Cuomo, but you see that Zohran Mamdani, the Democratic nominee, is ahead there by 16 points. At this point in time, and granted, Election Day, we'll see what happens, but at this point in time, to me, it seems like the Democrats are most likely going to sweep all three of those races, and that's in part because of Donald Trump, but it's also in part because, especially in a place like Virginia, they have a much better candidate than the Republican candidate.
Wow.
Okay.
That's disheartening. But I mean, it's New Jersey,
those states, right?
New York,
and they've never been friendly.
No, right? I mean, Virginia's somewhat purple, kind of, but that's just a weird race. They seem to be behind the Democrat, despite the fact, was it the Attorney General who was saying that
Jay Jones?
Yeah, his opponent should get shot in the face, whatever. His children should die.
They were on the same stage as Obama.
Was perfectly fine.
That's fine.
Spanberger's behind him, and that hasn't hurt.
But boy, those Republicans got to stop that violent rhetoric.
That's for sure.
Yeah. Ooh. Incredible. So that's interesting because Enten also talked about the Democrat brand being in the basement.
Yeah.
Cut 50. Check this out.
Democrats at this point are historically divided. It is a complete and utter mess. It is messier than a hoarder's basement. What are we talking about here? The national early poll leader, 25% plus. Normally, that's where Democrats are. Biden was at 25% plus in 2020. Hillary Clinton was in 08 and 16. Gore was in 00 and 04. At this particular point, there is no one in the Democratic race for president who's polling at 25% plus. The water is quite warm. If you're a Democrat potentially thinking about running in 2028, jump right in, because at this point, there is no front runner.
Is that, what do you think, is that because how people view the Democratic Party right now, is that contributing to this?
Yeah, I think that is in large part of what's going on, is one of the reasons why there is no front runner. Nobody wants to put anybody up at the top of their ballot list, is because at this particular point, the Democratic brand is in the basement. It is total and complete garbage in the mind of the American public. The Democratic Party's net favorable rating, record lows in all three. Wall Street Journal, 30 points underwater. CNN, 26 points underwater. Gallup, 26 points underwater. And that is being driven in large part by discontent within the Democratic base. The Democratic base wants something different. We'll ultimately end up seeing who they choose. It'll be quite the thing who ultimately gets the rose.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, won't it though?
Yes, it will. Now your man Van Jones.
Yeah. My man Van Jones.
Your man Van Jones.
Okay.
He was feeling the same thing.
Was he?
And he didn't even want to talk about it. He goes, "They don't know what they're doing." I believe it's cut 51.
All right.
And then just lastly, Van, in terms of Democrats and where they go from here, this last week we did see them some people try to protest during the president's address and then House leadership getting onto them, other Democrats calling them out. They still seem to be wandering around trying to figure this out. What's your take?
Can we ask another question? Do I have to talk about my own party? Can we talk about Ukraine or something? No. Look, man, we're screwed. I mean, we don't know. No, Democrats don't know what to do. This is a nightmare. Somebody like Donald Trump, we thought we'd at least have Hakeem Jeffries in the speaker's chair to hold him back if we didn't have Kamala in there to do the right thing. Listen, the Democratic Party is going through a massive set of internal crises. You have a party that got trapped two ways. One, defending a broken status quo that nobody likes because they thought that Donald Trump was going to make it worse. But when you're defending the status quo, you're going to lose. And then offending most people in the country, calling everybody sexist and racist and transphobic and every other name, and then saying, please follow us. That's not a good strategy, folks. Defending a broken status quo and offending most of the country turns out is not as popular as my party thought it was going to be. And so it's going to take a while for people to get it figured out.
That's awesome.
I don't like talking about this. I'd rather be beat up. Can you give me something I can beat up Shermichael about? I don't want to talk about my own party.
I know. It's a tough question.
Yeah, it's a tough question because he's going to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Okay,
so that's interesting.
Okay, let's war game this a little bit here. Let's say that there is a Democrat sweep tomorrow. Maybe they get a little overconfident. And they're like, see, everybody loves us. Don't change a thing in the party. And it screws them for the midterms.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That could easily happen.
Yeah, that could. And that's what Van is worried about.
Yeah. I mean, he's right. They don't have any answers. All they're doing is disparaging Trump. That's their only strategy right now. So good luck with that, because there's a lot of people who like what Trump is doing.
Yes.
And they don't have any compelling candidates, and they don't have a compelling argument.
That's the thing.
Right.
You can
can't
hate
win.
Trump and say the economy is bad and the government is bad because of Trump. Well, okay, what are you going to do about it?
I am surprised that Trump's strongest issue in polling is his immigration policies. I love that that's his strongest issue, but I'm surprised. I'm surprised that so many...
It's a new thing.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
But if the Democrats want to continue to protest ICE and say no to these raids, continue, because America is the complete opposite as far as that goes.
I mean, Homan talked this weekend. They're ready to add 10,000 more
border agents
to do some serious damage.
Good.
Yeah, good.
All right, let me tell you about Kexi Cookies. We have several new items that are available now. Our Boston cream pie cookie. Oh, man, that is so delicious. And Jeffy's looking around for it right now. It's at Kexi.com. No, it's at Kexi.com. And the sweet potato pie cookies, both arrived. We also have a pecan pie blondie and a new pumpkin crumb bread. Oh my gosh, that pumpkin crumb bread is so delicious. It's available in limited quantities. It's going to sell out fast. I try to warn you about this every time. It will sell out quickly. But this pumpkin, the pecan pie blondie starts with creamy melted butter, brown sugar, pure vanilla for that signature chewy texture, and caramelized flavor. Then we fold in heaps of vanilla chips and toasted pecans for extra richness, and then finish each of them with golden pecan streusel.
Okay.
That melts into the bar as it bakes. Oh,
okay.
So good.
Dang, bro.
It's so
So
good.
I got to go to Kexi?
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Kexi.com. Yeah.
Fine.
KEKSI.com. You'll feel like Shelley does, I think, who gave us this 5-star review. I agree with Jeffy. Don't share.
Thank you.
I ordered a dozen because I wanted to try so many of the flavors and had intended to share with my family and possibly give a couple away to extended family. Well, After tearing into the first one when they arrived, giving a couple away went right out the window.
Thank you.
And it was really hard to share with my husband even.
Extended family who? No.
I had heard how large they were, but it was hard to imagine until I saw for myself. And so delicious. Can't wait to try new and different flavors. Thanks for that review, Shelley. I think you're going to feel the same way when you try them out. It's Keksi.com. K-E-K-S-I, Keksi.com.
Now, more Pat Gray Unleashed.
Then, speaking of the election tomorrow, then we've got Zohran Mamdani's mother. Did we talk about this on Friday?
Yeah,
His
I
own
mentioned it.
mother
Not an American.
has said the guy's not an American at all.
Yeah.
Is that not a warning flag to anybody
Doesn't
who
matter.
might be voting as a Democrat?
No.
in New
I got
York?
news for you.
No.
The people voting in New York aren't
Jeez.
Americans.
Yeah,
that's
they don't
true,
want
too.
to.
That
They
is
don't
true.
care.
Yeah.
No, it's all about change and burning down what's there.
She said he's a total desi. I'm not familiar with that term. A total desi?
That's some
is that
Indian thing.
Is it? Okay. Oh, yeah. She told the Hindustan Times that when her son was 21. At the time, he was attending Bowdoin College, where he co-founded the School Students for Justice in Palestine chapter.
Oh, cool.
And was pushing for academic sanctions against Israel. Okay. So this is nothing new
He's a good
for him.
guy. He's a good guy.
Good guy.
Desi, by the way,
guy.
D-E-S-I.
Right.
It's a term for people, traditions, and products of South Asian origin.
Oh, nice. Nice. Okay. So she says completely not American. We are not Farangs at all.
Wait, you might have to Google that one too. How do you spell it?
Yeah. F-I-R-A-N-G-S. He is very much us. He is not an American at all. He was born in Uganda, raised in India and America. Wow. He's at home in many places, but he thinks of himself as a Ugandan and as an Indian.
All right. And how did she use the word Farang?
We are not Farangs at all.
Oh, okay. So we're not from Western Europe. Basically, we're not Westerners at all.
Not Westerners. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. In Hindu and Urdu, Farang is an informal term historically used to describe foreigners or Westerners.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that beautiful?
It is.
Isn't that wonderful?
Now, it
Have
could have
fun, New
changed.
York.
That was back when he was 21.
Right.
You've changed.
Right. No.
You changed when you were 30. By the time you were
It's
34.
changed for the worse, I think. I think he's less an American now than he probably was then. Wow. Okay.
No, cool. I mean,
all right.
Congratulations, New York City. You've got your own little mini Barack Obama headed your way. And
it's going to be worse than that.
Worse than that. I think you're right. I think worse than that.
It's going to be a lot.
I mean,
worse
he's an admitted socialist and a suspected communist.
So many of these things are going to...
At least Obama denied he was a socialist.
Some of these things will be okay in the beginning because there's still some money.
Yeah.
But even the governor is trying to walk the line of both.
Mm-hmm.
We're happy for Zamboni, but then she's doing interviews saying that she's not going to give him any money from the state.
Yeah.
So, I'm not going to raise taxes and we're not going to give him any money from the state. So he's going to have to work with the feds, who he says he's not going to work with. He's going to have to work with the state,
take it, man.
who he says say they won't work with them. And so by that, if you look at that, you think, okay, well, once things start falling apart, who saves the city?
Yeah, right.
Who saves the city? That's a good question.
Batman does. You can come in there and be communist,
All right.
I mean,
that's what it's going to take. It's going to take Batman to do this.
Yeah.
But here he is on how New York City will deal with ICE.
Oh, yeah.
Just to give you a little idea.
It's on Anderson Cooper, right?
Okay.
I mean, we already saw there was an ICE action on Canal Street. They said they were targeting undocumented immigrants who were, selling counterfeit bags, which on Canal Street is kind of, there's a long history of that, obviously.
Oh, wow.
What do you do?
Yeah, I think this is an example of what is unacceptable in this country. I think the first thing that you do is you close the door that Eric Adams opened to the NYPD doing civil immigration enforcement. He said that on national television. The second thing you do...
So you would not allow the New York Police Department to engage or to cooperate with ICE or DHS?
Not in civil immigration enforcement. We have sanctuary city laws where we've made very, very clear that for a set of serious crimes, there is coordination with the federal administration. But anything beyond that, I think 172 crimes that are listed, that is something for the NYPD to focus on purely right here in New York City.
Is that what you want in New York? Is a guy who's going to fight against ICE?
Yep.
He's going to fight American immigration laws and provide sanctuary to people who are here breaking the law.
Cool.
And while they try to make that like, oh, they just don't have a Post-it note that it's okay to be in the country. It is serious that they've come here illegally. And then that's not the only law they break because they're not here legally. They break more laws, like either identity theft or tax evasion, name it. There's other laws that are continually broken that are serious, and they don't care. They don't care about any of it. Makes you have to play the...
Uh-oh. What's going on?
How can you say that without thinking of that?
I have to. Have to play it. Mm-hmm. You don't care. All right. You don't care.
Don't. You just don't.
Okay.
You just don't.
Thank you, Mel Gibson. What was that? Circa like 2009?
That was a long time.
It was a while ago.
Hey, Jeffy.
It was a while ago, but
he was going through a thing.
He was. Oh, yeah, well.
Oof.
Jeffy,
there were several things he was going through.
Yeah.
We just played the Harry Enten clip saying that there's nobody the Democrats have for 2028 yet.
Mm-hmm.
Is clip 43 that you sent in, Kamala with Jon Stewart, is she basically saying the exact opposite point?
She is, because they have so many stars, according to Kamala.
Do they really? Let's see.
And she goes, she lists them all, Pat.
Okay. Good. I want
she
to
lists them all.
Let's hear them. I'm anxious.
We
Good.
have so many stars in our party. There's so many stars.
Look at pause it. Is she drunk right now?
Yes.
100%.
There's so many stars in our party.
Yes.
So many stars in our party.
And look at Jon Stewart.
I know.
He's making the
Twitching
face
his
like,
nose.
I don't think this is accurate.
No. All right, start it from the beginning because we got to enjoy this together.
We have so many stars in our party. There's so many stars.
A rabbit.
And
so
let's
many.
not be afraid of them.
Okay.
You talk about Mamdani. I mean, he's exciting.
Oh my gosh.
This group of people who otherwise don't think of themselves as being aligned or a part or even seen by the system. You just look at the range of what we have. So many. Jasmine Crockett.
Jasmine Crockett.
Who I just talked to recently. I mean, we have so many stars.
So many stars.
Jasmine Crockett. And look at the two she named. Jasmine Crockett.
Never ending.
And Zohran Mamdani.
No. Let's see. I know exactly what she did there.
Wow.
We all know she's going to run again in 2028. She can't be out there praising the people that are possibly going to be running against
Gavin
her.
Newsom.
So she's saying Mamdani, who's born in Uganda,
He can't run.
She knows Crockett's not going to get the nomination. So that's who I'm going to praise here. I'm not going to praise anybody else that might actually be a challenge.
But it also tells you how extreme and radical the Democrat Party has become. These are the people you're going to name? And I know, there's probably some self-interest involved there, but these Democrats are all over these communists.
Well, Jasmine said in an interview that Republicans love her.
Did she?
She said in an interview, cut 42.
Oh, okay.
She said Republicans love her. And I know she's getting all made up now for every interview. Mm-hmm. Looking good.
Those threats before they rise too much, right?
Yeah, I mean, why do you think that they've tried to sort of elevate you and others like AOC to become sort of the faces of the Democratic Party? That's kind of how they try to talk about you.
I think
because you're insane. That's why. You're threatened.
When you look at AOC,
what?
AOC is the highest fundraiser.
That doesn't even make sense. If we're threatened, we wouldn't talk about her. But because we know she can't win a serious election, that's why.
Right.
I mean, it's like, this is Stu Burgier's favorite person. He loves to hear from her. He loves it because she's so ridiculous. Right. She's so insane.
More of Jasmine, the better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't subscribe to that because I can't stand it. But, for good radio and television, I guess, he's into every time she speaks, he wants to play her stuff. But she had more to say.
U.S. House, period.
She does look
Above
better, though.
Democrats, Republicans, that is number one. When you look at the crowds that she garners when she goes out, that is a scary thing for him, right? And a lot of the people that I believe that he wants to appeal to, AOC
Are those fake eyelashes like a foot and a half off of her eyes?
I would argue that as much as I go against him, I would imagine that I get some of those folk too. I remember when we were doing our art competition in my district, and obviously it's open to all the kids in the district.
Sure.
And I remember a father coming up to me and telling me, I appreciate you for doing this competition. My daughter loved participating. I am a Republican, but I love you.
Oh my gosh.
I have been in all kinds of cities, in airports and otherwise, where people walk up to me, and of course they don't have an R on their forehead, but they tell me that they have a difference when it comes to politics.
They love you because you're so ridiculous.
So I think it is
we want you out there as the face of the party. All right, I got it.
She's older than I thought, too. She mentions how AOC is, in her mid-30s or whatever, and she said, I'm still in my, mid-40s. She's almost 45.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she's,
So she's doing the exact opposite of what Kamala's doing. She's trying to show, look, everybody, on my party, I have far reach into the Republican Party.
Yes.
I can do this thing.
Yep.
Make me your nominee.
Yeah, please do it.
Yeah.
Let's see how that works out for him. Let's do that. All right, we'll see you on Overtime and then back here tomorrow morning.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.